EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go next.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football we win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here, but that time, they couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Watch out. Let's go. Clock. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st down, Broncos.
Come on, set. Hut.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Chargers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Set.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Set.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Set. Go.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down, Denver.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Set, ready.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Zach Smith, ready.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on, set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
I got him, on me.
Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Chargers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to...
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
And the Chargers, first down.
Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 yards.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The Broncos first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. 7-7, our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Harvey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators. Love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll get this complete to Trey Harris. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Striker, 3-3. Here we go. 50, green. Check Fury. Ready?
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can bring big.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to it as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
45, white, white. Blue striker. Check.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Ready. 10 black. Chop. 7, hut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. Now a run here up the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
The 5-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Up the middle. It's Harvey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Broncos 21, Chargers 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Now it's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
At the 46-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Delta, home to right. Go.
Harris running straight ahead. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And will follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
At the 23-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And after the good game this play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Powering forward. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Rondé Gadsden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks
Broncos
away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, and he finds Gray. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready, ready. 10 clap.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that one.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This one finds McConkey. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
48-yard line.
Set. Grenade. Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And tough slide. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Harris with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. 3rd and 19.
Here we go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the give, this is Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's in for a Trevinger touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Fight, 32.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll get about 4 here, down to the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Back to throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Broncos.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score. Chargers 31. Broncos 28.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Oh, design run for their wideout. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set. Wide 80. Wide 80 hut. Wide 80 hut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15.
Here's Herbert. He's got Harris running the slant. And he takes it in for the Charger touchdown. Trey Harris, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The rookie from Nebraska looking sharp on that one. First down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score. Chargers 42, Broncos 35.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want a total sellout to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one for about 4 to the 40.
That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Herbert. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and it's been difficult for them all game long.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Let's go. Blue 32. Grill green.
They'll look to throw. That went out wide and intercepted.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Herbert now. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Chargers.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, 28 yards. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
Well, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 35.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging it.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Broncos 43.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they're getting up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the Broncos' 30-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So, for the Chargers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can of this dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, her ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad bet, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Money, money, I took the Billy cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm stripped up, the tires, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier as the watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on a whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top flow to her. 100 racks and 1 2 about to flood out.
part my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Keeping that touch with my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. On the gram, don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? This, what you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You